Learn optical instruments. Before starting anything with the optical instruments, we learn what is called as angular size of an object. Say we have an object like this. Say this RO is an object and we are watching from this point. Say our eye is here. Then say the tip of that object to the bottom subtends an angle at our eye. This angle theta is called as angular size of this object, say AB. This is what we mean by angular size of the object. In fact, in optical instruments, what we learn in these sessions are telescope and microscope. In both of them, we are going to increase the angular size of the object so that we can see them nearer or bigger. So, how do we increase it? That is what we want to learn now. Look at the pen kept on the table. I start moving the camera. Just observe what happens. You are seeing that its size goes on increasing. Why this happens? In fact, this happens as angle subtended by the pen at the lens of the camera goes on increasing. And in the beginning, when we take it back, say in the initial position, angle subtended by the camera, by the pen at the camera lens is smaller. So, as we create a situation where the angle subtended by the object at the eye is larger, we see the objects larger. In fact, this is what we do in optical instruments like telescope and microscope. There we increase the angular size of the object, that is angle subtended at the eye by the object, by bringing them nearer to our eyes by using lenses. But before that, we want to learn one more thing. Say our eye has capability to see nearer distances and farther distances simultaneously. But the least distance at which we can see the objects clearly is what we call as least distance of distinct vision, and that is around 25 centimeter for normal eye, that is without any defects. So now in this situation we define angular magnification for any optical instrument. Say angular magnification is denoted by capital M. It is defined as ratio of angular size of final image of the object, final image in the optical instrument, to the angular size of object without optical instrument, without optical instrument. This is the definition for magnifying power or angular magnification, what we write as capital M there. So now we want to learn the expression for angular magnification for simple microscope. A simple microscope is a short focal length convex lens. Now we derive expression for that. Before that, we write a figure for simple microscope, ray diagram. We start with that. Say it is the lens of short focal length and this is the principal axis. This is the focus on both sides. We imagine an object which is kept, say, just besides the focus within the focal length. Now, the image formation we write like this. Say a ray passes like this through the focus, another passes through the optic center from the tip, like this. So where they meet, like this, at this point the image is formed. We write the image now. Say this is A dash B dash. AB is the image. This is the ray diagram for simple microscope. And now we want to derive expression for magnifying power of this. For that, observe, I call this height of the object as HO, height of the image as HI, and we imagine the image, final image is formed at least distance of distinction capital D, and it forms an angle theta dash there. At this point, theta dash is formed. I write that here, theta dash. And also we write down the object only without any optical instrument. It subtends an angle theta when it is at least distance of distinct vision from our eye. So by using these things, we write expression for magnifying power, that is angular size of the object with optical instrument theta dash divided by theta, the angular size of the object without optical instruments. Now we write the expression for theta dash and theta as theta dash are small and theta also small. Say we can use tan theta as theta, and by thereby we can write m as, or we first write down theta dash as HO by u, where u is the object distance from here to here, and theta is HO, the object distance, HO by d. Now angular magnification or magnifying power, theta dash by theta, which is HO by u, HO by d, which amounts to be d by u. This is magnifying power of the microscope, but we can simplify it more easily because u we cannot write, we have to write it in terms of focal length. For that I take 1 by f equals 1 by v minus 1 by u length formula, where we substitute the sign convention. V is minus d, u is minus u, therefore 1 by f is minus 1 by d plus 1 by u. Therefore I can write 1 by u as 1 by f plus 1 by d, but from equation 1 I can write m as d into 1 by u. Substituting for this, 1 by f plus 1 by d. So d by f plus 1 is the magnifying power for simple microscope when final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision. But if the final image is to be formed at infinity, then object to be placed at focus. Exactly. Then once object is placed at focus, we know final image forms at infinity. Therefore we can write u as f. Therefore from 1 m equals d by f. This is when our image is at infinity. When image is at infinity, we say the microscope is in normal adjustment. Usually this is what we write for almost all the optical instruments, because at normal adjustments strain on the eye is less, and also loss in magnifying power is not much because d by f plus 1, d by f only plus 1 is there. That's not a big thing. Therefore we try to adjust the simple microscope in normal adjustment only. This is the derivation for expression of angular magnification of simple microscope. We just go through it once again. A simple microscope is an optical instrument which is nothing but a short focal length convex lens. simple microscope. Let me write the heading there. And the diagram is like this. We have taken an object of AB of size HO within the focal length. Then it forms a virtual image and enlarged behind the object, that is on the same side of the object. Our image is A dash B dash, and at the same time we write the object placed at least distance of distinct vision from eye, which gives us angular size of the object without optical instrument. So according to angular magnification definition, m is theta dash by theta. So now theta dash from the simple microscope figure, HO by U, because U is object distance from center here, and then theta is HO by D. Therefore, angular magnification is theta dash by theta, HO by U divided by HO by D, m equals D by U if we divide that. Then we take the lens formula 1 by F equals 1 by V minus 1 by U. V tends to minus D because V is the image distance, what is D in this case here, but opposite to the incident ray we are measuring, that's why minus D there. U is also minus because it's opposite to the incident ray we measure. So substituting them, we get 1 by F equals 1 minus 1 by D plus 1 by U, because minus into minus plus. So 1 by U equals 1 by F plus 1 by D. Substituting 1 by U for equation 1, D by U we get D by F plus 1. And if we try to adjust the position of the object, say exactly at the focus, that is U equals F, then the image is formed at infinity, it is very enlarged. Then we say the microscope is in normal adjustment. For that we have to take V equals infinity, U is F, therefore m equals D by F from equation 1. So compare the magnifying power from normal adjustment, that is at infinity, to the least distance of distinct image formation. Say only one is different, therefore to lessen the strain on the eye, it is better always to adjust the microscope to be at normal adjustment, that is the final image to be at infinity. We start learning about compound microscope. This compound microscope consists of two lenses, one lens nearer to the object called as objective lens, another lens nearer to the eye called as eyepiece. Say I write the lens here, say this is the position where I write the lens. So I write lens like this. This is the lens, objective lens. Now we write principal focus there. Say F0, almost at same distance from the center, F0 to be written on this side. F0 means principal focus of the objective lens. Now I write object there near to the principal focus. Say this is our object AB. We write the parallel beam from the object parallel to the principal axis from the tip of the object. After that it should pass through the focus like this, and then another light ray should pass through the, say, optic center like this. Observe how we write the figure is also very important. Then where they meet, it creates the first image or image of the object due to objective. This we call as A dash, B dash. Now say we want to write the second lens. For that I draw a line like this. Observe, say this line passes through the tip of the object and touches this principal axis there, and I write down a lens position Say with this, we write the lens there. Like this. Say this is the lens. Now, these two rays, which are from the object A dash, that is image A dash B dash, should say also meet this light ray like this. It proceeds like this, and on this also, this light ray also meets like this. From there it touches the same point. Observe the skill of writing this figure, because if you write it in different manner, you may not get this proper figure there. That's why you practice this. Now observe. Say this is the final image found by the microscope, that I write down in green. Say this is B double dash, A double dash, and this is like this. So this is the final image. If we imagine final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision, we have to write like this, and we write this object distance from object to the objective lens O, I call as UO, and where the image is formed, I call as VO, like this, A dash B dash, and this A dash B dash acts as a object for the eyepiece. This is eyepiece, and observe, we take this eyepiece as a simple microscope lens, or that is double convex lens, to form the final image A double dash B double dash at least distance of distinct vision. So with this we can go for the derivation, but for that we mark the angles now. This angle is what I call as theta, the angle subtended by the final image at the eyepiece, and we already know if the object is here, AB, at least distance of distinct vision, our eye is here, then this is HO. So from this is theta without optical instrument. So theta is HO by D. Here theta dash is, this is final image A double dash B double dash, A double dash B double dash by D. Here also AB by D I can write instead of HO. So with these things, now we proceed. Say angular magnification M equals theta dash by theta, which is A double dash B double dash by D, AB by D, D cancels, therefore A double dash B double dash by AB. So, but we can write this with some small change in the equation. I divide and multiply by A dash B dash. So A dash B dash by AB, you know, height of the final image by height of its object, that is A dash B dash serves as the object for A double dash B double dash. This is the magnification produced by the eyepiece. I write it as ME, and A dash B dash is the image for the first lens objective, for which the object is AB. So A dash B dash is image height to the object height for the objective, so we write it as MO. And we know the eyepiece acts like a simple microscope, therefore for ME I can write 1 plus D by FE, where FE is the focal length of the eyepiece. So if we substitute these things, the linear magnifying power of compound microscope is MO into 1 plus D by FE, but MO we can show VO by UO, therefore M equals VO by UO into 1 plus d by Fe. This is the formula for magnifying power of the microscope. But we want to simplify it a little bit. But before that, let us go through it once again. Observe the figure writing. It's very important. Say we have objective lens here, and that objective lens, we have an object very near to principal focus but beyond the focus, that is AB is the object, which forms an image A dash B dash at VO distance. Then that A dash B dash acts like a object for eyepiece, which forms the final image A double dash B double dash as I have written, and that also forms an angle theta dash here. So now we write the magnifying power M theta dash by theta. Theta dash is from this figure A double dash B double dash by say D, distance from here to here is D, and then similarly theta from this figure, theta is H, say AB by D, what I have written. Now from definition of magnifying power M equals theta dash by theta, A double dash by A double dash B double dash by D, AB by D, A double dash B double dash by AB. So if we rearrange the terms and by multiplying and dividing by A dash B dash, we get A double dash B double dash by A dash B dash into A dash B dash by AB. But we know A double dash B double dash is height of the image for the eyepiece. A dash B dash is the height of the object for the eyepiece. Therefore, I can write it as magnifying power of the eyepiece ME. In the same manner, A dash B dash is the image for the height of the image for the objective. AB is the height of the object. So I can write it as magnifying power of the objective. But we know the eyepiece acts like a simple microscope with the object A dash B dash. Therefore, I can write ME as 1 plus D by Fe, where Fe is the focal length of the eyepiece. Then, but MO, the magnifying power of the objective, can be written as VO by UO. Therefore, M equals VO by UO into 1 plus D by Fe. This is the expression for magnifying power of the microscope. Now, we go for the last bit, small changes in this. Say if we keep the object very near to the focus and A dash B dash is found very near to the say eyepiece, then say we write as UO is very close to F naught, that is focal length of the objective. Then say VO, we can take length of the tube, that is from objective to eyepiece length. So if we substitute that, we get magnifying power as say L by UO into 1 plus D by Fe. 1 plus D by Fe. With this, and final image is formed at least distance of distinct vision. Here, as we have taken object very near to principal focus of the objective, we can write UO as FO. M equals L by UO 1 plus D by Fe. 1 plus D by Fe. But say this UO can be written as FO. But observe, if the image is formed at infinity, final image is formed at infinity, 1 plus D by Fe can be written as 1 by D by Fe. Therefore, when object is say image, final image is at infinity, we can write L by F naught D by Fe. This is the formula for magnifying power of the compound microscope when final image is at infinity. Say when final image is at infinity and also the object is kept almost at the principal focus of the objective, very near to principal focus, then this is the formula. And also we can write it in a slightly different manner. by taking the original expression m equals VO by UO, say 1 plus d by FE. By taking this, we can slightly alter this. Say, I can write 1 by VO minus 1 by UO as 1 by FO by Lenz's formula. By using this, we can write 1 by UO as 1 by VO minus 1 by FO. Therefore, magnifying power is VO into 1 by, say, VO minus 1 by FO, which is 1 minus VO by FO into 1 plus d by FE. So, this is another form of writing magnifying power. So, this is the formula for magnifying power of the microscope. Observe here, there must not be any confusion. First formula is this one, what we have proved. M equals VO by UO into 1 plus d by FE. When the object is not very near to the principal focus, the magnifying power is this one. When the object is very near to the principal focus and the image of the objective, image due to the objective is formed almost near to the eyepiece, then the distance V0, the image distance for the first lens is taken as distance between objective and the eyepiece, what we call as length of the tube L. Therefore, we can write M as L by FO. Instead of UO, I have written 1 plus d by A. For final image at infinity, we know 1 plus d by FE turns out to be d by FE. So, L by FO, d by FE is the final magnifying power. That is under special case. But in general case, always the magnifying power is 1 minus VO by FO into 1 plus d by FE. This is about microscope. Next, we need to learn about telescope.